Hello everyone, this is Bamnet Sports and my name is Bamfudinho. And today there are so many things that I would like to talk about. But before I start this show, I would like to say a very big thank you for tuning in. And also, if today happens to be your first time, I would like you to subscribe to this channel and if possible, you can share this video. Thanks for coming in and I'll begin by saying that Chelsea Football Club currently is having a crisis, although the season is over. But I can tell you that what we think is going to be an easy process is not what I think is going to happen. It's not that easy for you to change your coach at the end of the season and also bring in somebody to start working and start getting the results. It might take some time. It doesn't matter who is coming. But I feel like the decision that was made yesterday by our football owners and also whether Pochettino was also part of the agreement to part way with Chelsea, I think that wasn't the right decision, to be honest with you. And these owners, I feel like they are creating or repeating the same mistake ever since they came to this football club. And they have no, remorse or they have no intention to make the right decision. And some of the decisions that they make sometimes, I feel like they don't care about any of the supporters or any of the fans. And it's a bit troubling because this football club doesn't belong to them alone. Although they are the bank rollers, but the supporters are the owners of this club. A time will come they will no longer be here, but we are still going to be here. And I feel like sometimes they have to take the right decision and make sure they are making the fans very happy. Whatever decision they took yesterday, I just want to know the rationale behind that decision. And I feel like that was the wrong thing for them to have done, especially having a coach who was able to qualify you to Europe for the first time in 2 years. That wasn't a bad, achievement. But these guys didn't care about that. They didn't even think about how some of these fans are going to feel the next morning. And they went ahead and they did what they were supposed to do. I feel like it's a very big blow and we all have to deal with this for now. And by the way, I just want to remind the owners that Pochettino didn't do that bad. You have a coach who went to the Carabao Cup finals. He also was a semi-finalist in the FA Cup. He was able to place sixth on the league table. And at the end of the day, if Manchester United are not able to win the FA Cup, that means we are going to Europe. What else one would demand from a coach apart from giving you something like this? I think it's not a bad, performance if I have to be honest with everybody. It got to a time I was very critical about Pochettino's, tactics, but I feel like at the ending part of the season, he was doing whatever he has to do to make the fans happy. And I feel like that was enough for these owners to consider or to come on an agreement with him so that he will continue as our coach. But here we are now. It feels like last year. Last year around this time, Pochettino was in the process of taking over as Chelsea, manager, and barely a year later, we are going through the same thing. The difference between last year and last 2 years was at least Thomas Tuchel was around for a while before we went in for Graham Potter. So it seems like ever since these owners took over, there hasn't been any consistency. They keep repeating the same old thing year in and year out, which I feel like they are not learning, even if they are very new in the game or in the business. They have to know that whatever they are doing, they have to be progressing. We cannot be retrogressing all the time. We need to be progressing. The fans have to see something going on. They have been talking about this project. We have to know the project. A project without a blueprint is nothing. And I still think that we are going to run into a very serious situation. Why am I saying that? So far, we don't know who is going to take over as the new Chelsea boss. But based on speculations and all the rumors out there, it seems we might not get a top notch coach as everybody is yearning for. And if you bring in an inexperienced coach, there is a possibility things are not going to go right in the beginning. And the question we should all ask ourselves is how long is it going to take for a coach to come in and start producing the results we are all expecting? Is it going to be less than 6 months, less than a year, 2 years, 3 years? No one knows at the moment. And depending on the person who is going to take over, probably it might not work for that person, and that person will also leave. So we have a huge, huge problem right now. And I feel like there is no one that we can blame except the owners. Whoever made the decision to allow Poch to leave our football club has to be held responsible, depending on what happens in the upcoming season. We all love this football club. If they are able to do the right thing, or if we see that the decision that they made is, you know, yielding results, why not? We are all going to be on board and support this football club. But if things are not working, I promise them they are going to feel the heat. And I know there will be so many things that will happen that will jeopardize um, the work that they are doing. And they might think that this is their football club, so nobody can just get rid of them. But they can never underestimate the power of the Chelsea fans. We are the real owners, and I believe they have to do the right thing and make sure that each and every soccer fan is happy about the situation. About who is going to take over next season, I believe none of the names that I've heard is capable of taking us to the promised land unless they have to prove me wrong. But as it stands now, all the names that I've been hearing, I don't think they are capable of doing the magic or giving us trophies or placing top four. These people keep practicing something nobody even understand. The try and error is so disgusting. And I think it's about time we all sit up and put a lot of pressure on these people. I'm talking about the owners. And I have to let them know that if the new coach comes in, we don't want to hear anything about trust the process or we need to believe in the project. No, there is no process that we have to trust. This person have to come in and start producing the results because already Pochettino has done a lot of the job for the person who is coming in. All that person has to do is just assess the players and continue what Pochettino left behind. We don't want to hear that this person is a new coach and we need to support him to build something. No, we don't have that time. There is no enough time for us to be waiting. This person has to come in and produce the results. That's all some of us we are waiting for. And we are not going to keep quiet. We'll continue to fight for this football club. On that note, I would like to say a very big thank you. And any development that comes up along the day, I'll just bring it to you guys. Until then, I would like to say take care and I'll see you in another episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.